Yeah, it says Proverbs 1 and Proverbs 17 and 27. He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is considered wise. He that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
He that shutteth his lips is esteemed as a man of understanding. Why? Because he is quick. He is quick to discern. Okay? A person that is not speaking, a person that is quiet, they're in their own minds to the point where they're analyzing what's going on around them. You see what I mean? A lot of guys out here, that's one of the biggest problems with a lot of guys. They're not analytic. They don't know how to pick up on certain context clues and things of that nature. All right? That's one of the core problems, especially with our people. Like, niggas just want to be heard. That's all. All right? And don't be having shit to say.
Yeah. It's 1 Timothy 1 and 7. It said, desiring to be teachers of the law, understanding neither what they say nor whereof they affirm.
Understanding neither what they say nor what they affirm. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like, you got guys that are young in the truth, and they basically, come in, and they want to get to this certain level, but they really don't understand. They're not grounded the way that they think they are, and they basically, err.
Yep.
So, and just like I said, you got to be willing to take rebuke or whatever. Like me and this brother, we've been like rebuked, like, where we almost felt humiliated or whatever. We knew, that the rebuking that we were taking, it was for our own good or whatever. But you got people that don't want to take rebuke, you know what I mean? They get all offended and stuff like that. But this isn't the time, you know what I mean? This is the time to be, basically humble. This isn't the time to be, have a spirit to where you don't want to be look, bad or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. This is not the time to want to worry about how you look to the ladies, how you look to your boys. You know what I'm saying? This is not the time to be vague. All right? Vanity is getting ready to be done away with. This is the time now where we gotta be boots strapped. You know what I'm saying? We in these scriptures meditating. This is the time for us to be focused. All right? We need to be really focused right now.
So this is James 1 and 19. It said, wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. So, you know what I'm saying? This is the spirit you're supposed to be in, you know what I mean? Like me and this brother, you know what I mean? It'd be a lot of times where we'd be ready to like whip somebody's ass or something like that, but at the same time, we got to be spiritual men. So it says, wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. So you got to be ready to listen to something, you know? You gotta be ready to listen. That's the problem with our people. They're not willing to basically like listen to that. You know what I mean?
They get Proverbs 9 and 8. All right. This is Proverbs chapter 9 and verse 8. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. God. This is Proverbs, the 9th chapter, and the 8th verse, and it reads, reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee.
Yeah, so it's saying reprove not a scorner, meaning correct not a scorner, because they're gonna be mad. They're not gonna respect the fact that you're watching over their soul and trying to, basically correct them or whatever. You're supposed to, a brother that's keep reading this in the morning.
Yeah, rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee.
Yeah, rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. And a brother that's spiritual and has understanding, they're gonna appreciate when you're trying to rebuke them or whatever. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Hey, that's a man of understanding. A man of understanding that is rebuked, he's immediately going to stop and say, well, let me analyze what's going on within first before I even respond to the rebuke that I'm getting. Why? Because at the end of the day, everything that comes towards you, we were just talking about suffering. Everything that we got to go through is meant to be for our benefit. That's the whole point of suffering. That's the whole point of going through what we're going through, to be made stronger, to be made hardened, okay? Rebuke is no different. All right?
Yeah, and it's like, the analogy you could give is basically like, it's like if you see somebody that's drunk and they trying to get in their car and drive or whatever, you tell them, don't do this or whatever, you're looking out for their soul because you don't want them to basically, crash and burn or whatever, destroy themselves. So that's the same, stead we're supposed to be in the truth, looking out for each other, looking out for the brothers. That's sincere. It's First Peter chapter 3 verse 15. But sanctify the Lord power in your heart, and be ready always to give answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear.
That's right, with meekness. And now, mind you, it says with meekness and with fear. Okay, because again, we're supposed to be blowing the trumpet out here. We're supposed to be warning our people. So we got to be ready to give an answer. Okay, we got to be ready to edify. Like the scriptures say, let all things be done unto edification. That's what we're supposed to be doing, building each other up. All right, those that are down with this faith, those that the Lord basically chose to be the elect, Lord willing. Okay, and we say Lord willing because me and this brother, we don't even know if we're of the elect, but we're gonna try our best to keep that kind of conduct, to conduct ourselves as the elect. That's what we're out here doing. All right. Yes.
It says, this is verse 16, having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you as of evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in the Mashiach. Yeah, so it says having a good conscience. So, we know that we're doing the right thing and we're seeking to do the right thing, and we always basically, whatever we do, we're trying to basically, do the right thing according to the scriptures and according to the understanding that we have. It says, having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you as of evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in the Mashiach. All right, because people say that what we're doing is evil, we're teaching hate, we're teaching separation or whatever, but we know that, through the scriptures that this is the correct doctrine. And this is what this is what Yahawashi basically taught. That's right. And we're not going to be, and this is the correct interpretation and breakdowns that we're basically, pushing out there through our videos and our street teachings.
God, exactly.
And that anything anybody says against us, they're basically falsely accusing us. And like the scripture says in Matthew 12 and 36, every idle word that men shall give account thereof on the day of judgment.
God, exactly. Good. There you go. All right.
This is 2 Timothy 3 and 16. It says, all scripture is given by inspiration of Yahawah and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness.
There goes that word reproof. There goes that word instruction. All right. And what we're doing is we're relaying that reproof and we're relaying that instruction. Okay. Why are we relaying it? Because we believe the men above, that are over us relay that unto us, and so we relaying it unto you as well. Okay, out there among you dispersed, we got to conduct ourselves in like manner. Okay, like the scriptures say, how can thou calleth Yahawashi master of the house and doeth not his will? Makes no sense. All right, so we gotta conduct ourselves with the proper etiquette of being prophets, of being, whatever our talent is in this truth. Go ahead, bro.
James 1 and 22.
Yeah, like the scriptures say, is it being not here? It's 2 Timothy 3 and 16. It said, all scripture is given by inspiration of Yahawah and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. All right, so all these scriptures that we're basically reading, they're inspired by Yahawah, and they're meant for us to build us up in understanding the doctrine, for correction and instruction, and instructing us on the correct manner in which to act, or our conversation, conducting ourselves.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Yeah, so Yeah, so we're basically supposed to be doers of the word. So meaning, you got people that basically read the scriptures, like like for example, the black Christians or whatever. They'll read the scriptures, go to church or whatever, and get out of church, and it's just back to their normal worldly life or whatever. They read the words, but they don't do them. So you got to be more than just just reading the scriptures. You got to actually implement them in your lives. You know what I'm saying? That's important. Is implementation.
That's right. I have another scripture.